Hey, and welcome back to Smoky Ribs, and I hope you're all having a great Memorial Day weekend. I've got 3 racks of ribs going on right now over on the Kamado Joe. I just smoked up some boudin. I'm not going to be showing that on the footage. That was just like pitmaster privilege. Whew, mouth is burning. Spicy good, straight out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I picked it up over there 2 weekends ago over there at JB Spring Fling. And another thing I got over there is this very cool apron. I would like to thank Teresa LeMay. Her YouTube channel is Sure to Cook. I would like to thank you very much for this very cool apron. It's called Badass Cook. She had all these made for different YouTubers, and I really appreciate it very much. Thank you. All right, so that's exactly what we got going on here today. It's barbecue, you know. And just so you know, Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, it's not about barbecue really. It's really about appreciating and remembering the ones that died for this country and that gave their life so that we could do things like this in total freedom. And you know, that's what you got to remember. That's what it's all about. We celebrate our own way, and barbecue's a big part of it. But don't forget what it's all about. Alright, I just lit a starter cube over here in my lump charcoal inside the Kamado Joe. We're going to let this go probably a good 10 minutes. At that point, I'm going to go ahead and put my deflector plate in. I'm going to close the lid. I'm going to adjust my upper vent, lower vent, and we're going to go somewhere between 225 and 250 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to adjust it at that and just let it hold. And while that's happening, I'll get these ribs prepped up with the rub and all. We'll be back. It's been a while since I made any ribs, but as always, I always start with a mustard base. And once again, the main reason I use mustard is because it gives this seasoning something to adhere to, but it also aids in the bark on these ribs, and the vinegar in it helps the seasonings penetrate the meat. We're going to flip these over, get a good coating on that side as well. I bought these already cut. I did have to remove the membrane myself, but they were already cut to the St. Louis cut, which I enjoyed finding that. All right, now I'm just going to simply, with my other hand, take some of this seasoning. Well, looks like the houseflies are already coming out. Summer has arrived. I'm going to put a good liberal coat. Alright, even though the bones are on the back side, I still put seasoning on that side just so it can help penetrate and get into this meat. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get these other 2 racks done up, and I'll meet you back over here at the Kamado. It's just about up to temperature. Oh yeah, one more quick thing about this rub here. This is a rub that I put together. It's excellent on pork. And if you're interested in the recipe, I'll have it in the description box, and you can just go in there and copy and print. Alright, this Kamado Joe is sitting perfect. I'm at 225 degrees exactly. I'm going to go ahead, raise the hood on this. I've got a rib rack in here because I've got 3 pretty good sized racks of ribs, and I'm not going to have enough surface area here, I don't believe. So under this I have a drip pan also to help the cleanup. There's nothing in there, it's dry. And I'm simply going to take these ribs, we're going to start laying them in here. Alright, let me arrange these to where they're all going to get plenty of smoke. That's pretty long one there. They're going to shrink up some. I'm just going to leave them just like I got it here for now, and we'll be back. Okay, as you can tell, I have removed the 3 racks from the rib rack. And the reason being is I got some Parquet squeezable margarine. And anybody that's watched any amount of rib videos know that this stuff right here will make your ribs extremely juicy, moist, and tender. Just squirt it on there, just like that. Alright, now I'm going to take this extender rack and I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to lay this last rack of ribs on top of this. Just like that. And by the way, the ribs did in fact shrink some to where I could get them on here, laying them down flat, which I knew they would. Alright, same thing here. Alright, I'm just going to take a brush and just kind of lightly move that around. I got it melted somewhat. Same thing on these. I tell you what, don't knock this parquet until you try it. Alright, that's all we're going to do. I'll be back in about another hour. Alright, just a little tip on this Kamado Joe. When you're getting ready to open the dome up for any amount of time, like to sauce your ribs or apply that parquet like I did earlier, close off your bottom vent. Just close it off, just like that. And what that's going to do is going to stop this Kamado from reaching higher temps while you got the lid open, because it'll increase the temperature. I would rather bring it back up if it cools off too much than to get it too hot and try to bring it down. So just a little tip there that you might consider, any of you Kamado owners. Alright, I'm still holding 250 degrees. Now another hour has passed. I'm going to go ahead and take this toothpick and we're just going to take it, slide it in between the bones. That's getting pretty tender. Matter of fact, that's getting real tender. Not quite there yet. Let's try it in some other places. Just try to go between your bones there. Oh yeah, that right there is really tender. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and take this top rack off. I'm going to remove this. We're going to go ahead and sauce these up and let them go about another 30 minutes. They ought to be just about right at that point. Alright, I'm going to put this Candied Jalapeno barbecue sauce from Amish Wedding. This is what I was telling you about earlier. This is a very thin sauce. Oh God, it smells good. I have a feeling this is going to kick these ribs way up. Alright, I'm just going to apply this to the meat side only. Oh, it's got chunks of onion in there I can see already. Guess I'm going to take another ride over there off of Pass Road and pick up a supply of this stuff. I only bought the one jar. And by the way, I had a comment on my Facebook page. I made a post a few days ago about what I was doing today, and there was a few people that was interested in knowing where to buy this. And you know, so I did a search. Get out here, fly. I did a search real quick on Google, and I found about 3 sources where you can buy it, and it wasn't bad at all. It was only like I found one for $4.25. and $4.99 was the highest price I've seen. Of course, you're gonna have to pay shipping with that as well. So if it was me, and I'll let you know here in a little bit, honestly, just how it tastes. But oh, let me crank this vent down. There we go. Turn that off. We don't want to get too hot. All right. I'll let you know honestly what it tastes like once these are done. But I have a feeling it's really gonna be good. Looks incredible, smells incredible. All right, I've been going around 5 hours with this cook. I've done the toothpick test numerous times. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off. I don't want them to get so tender that they're falling off the bone. I honestly think we're really close the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove these. Get them on some foil. That's another good indicator right there, just the way they're folding and not stiff like that in the middle. Alright, I'm going to take this extender rack off. I'm going to grab these. Alright, for you guys at work, see this little rack right here? That's what I'm bringing into work tomorrow just for y'all. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Right now, last but not least, these are going on top. Alright, I'm going to take and cover these up. I'm going to let them rest for anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. My wife is in there making some baked beans, and we'll eat after that. I'll come back here in a little bit and go ahead and cut these up into individual ribs, give it a taste test, and let you know what I think about that candied jalapeno barbecue sauce. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dog this Kamado off. Close the daisy wheel, close the bottom vent. We're done. Now this top rack right here, this is the rack that I'm bringing into the guys at work tomorrow. I'm going to place it over in this foil. I'll wrap it up for the time being. I'm going to cut this one up here afterwards and separate it from the rest of these ribs. Alright, let's see what we got here. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Ooh, these are still pretty warm. They've been sitting about 30 minutes. Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to stand these up on their end. Just like that. We're going to slice in and separate these ribs. Let's see if I can see where I'm at. There we go. Oh yeah. Beautiful. There's our first rack cut up. Now we're going to take a taste. So let's take a taste test here. Looks incredible. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely delicious. That sauce, I don't have it out here anymore. I had about a little under a half a jar left. Absolutely incredible. Great flavor on these ribs. These are really good. Until next time, smoky ribs.